Hey everybody, it's Deborah here, and as per the request, I'm going to do the videos for 2A and 2B. So right now, in the book, I am sitting on page 170, and it's 2A, and for the file I'm going to need for this exercise is P02A safety. So what I'm going to do is go to my 365. Then I'm going to go to OneDrive. Then I'm going to go down to the folders. Then I need to go take a break. Nah, PowerPoint is my folder. Then I'm going to click on P02, which is for PowerPoint 2. And the file, I believe, is safety. Let's just do a quick, yes, safety it is. So I'm clicking on it, and I'm going to download it. Where the heck is that? Give it a second. Once I've downloaded it, I'm going to open it. And immediately, first things first, I'm going to enable editing, get rid of the yellow bar. Give it a second. Then what am I going to save it as? I'm going to save it as last name, first name, 2A safety. Copy. And go to our PowerPoint, so file, save as. I'm going to keep it in the downloads. I'm going to call it this, but I'm going to put my initials on the end. That way I know A, I've made editing changes, and B, I know who did it. So if you send me a file, make sure when you send me a file that you email it and you make sure you send it with somehow with your name on it. So how many slides? We have 6 slides. Looks pretty cute. Let's see what they want us to do. Alrighty, so that was page 170. Now we're going to go to 171. And formatting numbered unbulleted lists. The font color and style of a numbered bulleted list is determined by the presentation theme. Doesn't mean we can't change it, but that's what you're starting off with. But you can format these elements by changing the bulleted or numbered list, styles, and colors. A bulleted list is sometimes called an ordered list. A list of items preceded by small dots or other shapes. They do not indicate order or rank. So it doesn't matter in which order you put them in. They all get equal opportunity. A numbered list, it is in fact an ordered list. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. I think I'd already mentioned that to you, but now at least the book has actually come back and said that to us. Activity 2.01, selecting placeholder text. So we already know the placeholder is that box that has a little circle thingies around it, little handles, and it either has a solid line or dotted line. And the dotted line is if I'm in edit mode. And the solid line if I'm selecting everything. We'll go and check it out because I can't remember. So we'll figure it out ourselves. And you can format placeholder contents by selecting text or by selecting the entire placeholder. Yes. So we've gone to the file, we've downloaded it, we saved it, and they're asking us to go to slide 2. So instruction 1, we did all that. Instruction 2, we're going to go to slide 2. I'm going to click anywhere in the placeholder. Then we're going to point to the dash border surrounding the placeholder, display this kind of weird looking mouse pointer. I'm going to click on it once to create or display the solid. So it's either dashed or solid. Dashed or solid. Okay. Once we've done that, all the text is in the placeholder selected, and any formatting you changes you make will apply to the entire placeholder. Yes. So if you've got the solid line, it means you've selected everything in that box and everything's going to be formatted or whatever you want to do to it. Let's give it a go. So I'm going to go to slide number 2. And then this is how I approach it. I click anywhere in the box once to activate the box. Then I always go either the top left to the center or the top right to the center, and that's where I click. So I bring my mouse up until I come to the line, left click. Now everything in here has been highlighted or selected. Perfect. Yep. They suggested on the top. We've got ours on the top. Number 4. With the border of the placeholder displaying as a solid line, we're going to change font size from 11 to 24. And we're going to notice the font size of all the placeholders text increases. Okay. And then we're going to save it. So, oops. You guys didn't see this, but I almost selected the Excel. So, Home tab, font group, font size, it's 24. You can do increase like that. And now it's a little bit bigger. Okay. After, of course, you can save. The other way you can increase the font size is select everything, Home tab, font group, and use the increase font size. If you do it once, you get to 24. Equally as easy. Heck, you can even type 24 in the font size box number. Sorry, font size box. So now we're going to change a bulleted list to a numbered list. That's pretty straightforward. In fact, it'll only take, I believe, 2, maybe 3 clicks. So activity 2.02, changing a bulleted list to a numbered list. So it's really easy to change it from bullet to number and number to bullet. If you've done Word, you've done this before, and you should be relatively familiar with this. So in the safety presentation, the list of steps to follow should be a numbered list, such as rules employees should follow for injury prevention. So we're going to go to slide 3. Then we're going to click anywhere in the bulleted list. Then we're going to point at the placeholder dash. We get that little handle doohickey. And then I'm going to click one time on the border so we get the solid line. And if you remember from the previous exercise we just did, if you click on the border and you get the solid line, that means whatever you do in that placeholder, that box, it applies to everything. And Home tab, paragraph group, and numbering. Let's go do that, shall we? Click on, you say slide number 1. Copyright. Slide number 3, that sounds a bit better. Slide number 3, click anywhere in the list, click anywhere on the outside. You can see the border changing from dashes to a solid line. Then we're going to go Home tab, paragraph group, and I believe we're going to go from bullets to numbers. So we're going to click from the bullet to the numbers. And there you go. I'm getting the hang of this, guys. I might just like PowerPoint after all. So all the bullets are converted to numbers and vice versa. And the color of the numbers are determined by the presentation theme. Yes. Okay. Even the font and the size of the numbers too also are determined by the presentation theme. Did you display the numbering gallery? No, I didn't. Was I supposed to? Oopsie. Okay. Activity 2.03. What we're going to do is change the shape and color of a bulleted list symbol. Sweet. You guys are going to like this. Okay. So the presentation theme includes default styles for the bullet points and content placeholders. You can customize a bullet by changing its color, its style, and its size. It is good practice to create presentations, use styles, colors, and other formatting that represents the brand of the company. Remember I talked to you about that yesterday? And I slightly mentioned it today. So we're going to go to slide 4. Then we're going to select the 3-second level bullet points. You notice they don't tell us how to do it. They just say do it. Attraction entrances, visitor center, and rest areas. Once we've got those 3 second-level bullet points selected, we're going to go to the Home tab, Paragraph Group, Bullets button, and we're going to grab the Bullets gallery. And then what we're going to be doing is going to go all the way to the bottom. You see, I don't know if you can see it here. Bullets and numbering, that's where our destination is. In the numbering dialog box, I'm not going to point at the different styles. I trust you guys can do that and see each screen tip. Now, what we want is the star bullets. Okay, if they're not available in the second row bullets, click on the second bullet style. You know what? Pick any gosh darn style you like. Okay, slide 4, attraction, visitor, and rest. Okay, 1, 2, 3, I see the number 4. So, attraction, visitor, and rest. Thankfully for us, they're really easy to highlight. So I'm going to go, as I said, my preference is from right to left and go up. Now these 3 guys have been selected. Home tab, Paragraph Group. Oh, am I doing it the right way? Yes, I am. Bullets. There's a little drop down arrow. Then we're going to go to the very bottom where it is bullets and numbering. And you've got a tab for bullet and a tab for numbered. We're interested in the bullet. You've got a bunch of color, you've got different icons, and they want the star, which is the second row, second from the left. Is there anything else they want? Nope. Nope. And the color, sweet. Under the color, it's going to be 8th column, last color. Nice. Okay. So we've got the star, color, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way down to the very bottom. Last. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, 85. Are you serious? Oh, 85? Wow. Okay, I'm not sure I'm convinced, but let's try that. 85, you say? Okay. So we've got the color and the size. We want 85. So it's not font size 85. It's 85%. So you can either use the up and down arrow or you can type in the number. I'm too lazy. 8, 5, tab, and I believe that's everything. So you can make it 85% of the original font size or the icon size. And OK and save. Many bullet styles are available to insert in your presentation. In the bullets and numbering dialog box, click on Customize to view the additional bullet styles. Any icon you come across, you can make into a bullet. And did you know any picture you come across, you can make into a bullet? All right. Activity 2.04. The bullets button is a toggle that enables to turn the bullet symbol on and off. And a slide that contains a single bullet can be formatted as a single paragraph without the bullet. We did that yesterday. And so we're going to go to slide 2. We're going to click on the paragraph. I'm going to go to Home tab, Paragraph Group, and Bullets. And then we're going to compare what ours looks like to theirs. Okay, pretty straightforward. Navigate to slide number 2. Click anywhere in here. Okay, make sure I'm doing the right way. Home tab, Paragraph Group, Bullets. If I turn it on, off. Click on it once to turn it on. Click on it once to turn it off. That's simple. Again, if you've done Word, you already know how to do this. Nothing new. So we did that. Now I'm going to click again to select everything. We're going to click on the dash border once more. We're going to display the border. We're going to select all the text. We're going to apply bold, italic, and in the line spacing, it's going to be 2.0 and center it. Okay, let's see if I can do that without coming back, shall we? So, dash border, bold, italic, line spacing is 2, and I think it's also centered. Let's see how good I did. Yep, bold, italic, line spacing is 2, and center. Yep, I forgot to save. Now we're going to go on to the next page. So at 174, so I'm going to click the next page button, and that brings me to objective number 2, insert online pictures. So the first time we inserted pictures, they were basically provided for us. And as a rule, at least the way I do things is, if I have to get online pictures, I tend to go and find them first, download them, and kind of set them aside till I need them. But you can do this on the fly, as they say. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and, we're going to insert what? Okay, I don't know. Let's go find out. So activity 2.05, we're going to insert online pictures. Now, I will warn you, your mileage may differ, or your mileage may vary. And by that, I mean sometimes one person can find one thing, and sometimes you can't find it. It's a bit of a mixed bag there. So, but we'll do our best. So we're going to go to slide 5. Going to select the Insert tab, the Images group, Pictures, Online Pictures. I'm going to search for water. Okay, let's go do that. Slide 5, Insert, Images, and Pictures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let me make sure I know how they want us to do it. Okay. Now, yes, the reason I questioned it was, but we already have this box here. Shouldn't we be using it? No. They're saying simply go to the Insert tab. We're going to do that. Okay. Then we're going to go to Images. From Images, we're going to go to Pictures. And then we're going to grab the, I've got Stock or Online. Let me just check which one do they want. Okay, Online Pictures it is. Picture and Online. Okay. And the good thing about this, I guess if there is such a thing, is the fact that each one of these pictures here are covered under something called Creative Commons. And what that means is we have permission to use these pictures either personally or professionally, and we don't have to cite or we don't have to pay the original owner. So they're free for the taking. Very important. Understanding who your pictures or graphics come from, and do you have permission to use them, or do you know how to cite your reference? So that being said, that conversation is for another day. So water it is, pressing the Enter key. There's the Creative Commons filter. And images, which one do they want us to use? They want a horizontal image of water drops. Which one are they telling us? Okay, oh, this guy. You know, it's funny, I used to teach from a different book, and funny enough, we actually ended up using this picture too. What are the odds? And there's the picture as far as I can tell. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Close enough. Click, insert. Isn't that amazing? Let me come back and do that again, guys. No, I didn't even click on anything here. So I'm not touching anything. Insert tab. Images group. Pictures. Online pictures. Typing in the word water. Pressing the enter key. Creative Commons only. Click and insert. That's a pretty thing. Sweet. And yep, it looks exactly like that. Beautiful. So if you can't find the one picture, by all means find something similar. I'm not too fussy about that. So number 3, with the water picture selected, I've clicked on the insert. If necessary, close the design ideas. Okay. We don't need to. We're going to keep moving on. The design ideas pane, I talked about that yesterday. And it might open up, it's got these beautiful ideas for your presentation. The only thing is, we don't want your beautiful ideas. We want to create our own beautiful ideas. But they do give you some beautiful inspiration. That's the word I want to use. Okay. So number 4, if necessary, select only the text box below the inserted image and press delete. If necessary. And what that means is sometimes if the picture is inserted, a little text box appears below it because it's citing the reference. So again, that's a conversation for another day. I don't need to. Everything I need is here. No little text box down here. Save. Okay. Credit line below the inserted image. So again, this is going to be a conversation for another day. I'm going to teach you best practices, how to A, credit your sources, and B, make it look aesthetically pleasing. So activity 2.06, inserting pictures in any location on a slide. What you'll discover about me later this week or early next is, as a rule, I tend to start off with blank slides. So this I find very, very helpful. So I'm going to go back to slide 1. I'm going to go to the Insert tab. I'm going to go to the Images group. I'm going to select Pictures. I'm going to click on this device. Now, hopefully, I have the picture. I have to go and download it. I hope not. This is going to be interesting, guys. It's going to be really interesting. Okay, so P02A red light. So I'm going to have to do this super quick. I actually do know where it is. So bear with me a minute. And folder. Download. 2A is already downloaded. And I'm just going to type in the word red light. Give it a second. Enter. And we might have to do red underscore light. I don't know. Oh, there we go. So P02A red light. So now I know where it is. Okay. So I'm going to go to slide 1, image, picture, this device, and insert. Okay. So let's go up to slide 1. Yeah, it certainly do with something there. So insert tab. And you notice we don't care when you're dealing with PowerPoint. Everything is putting on top. It's like layering. So insert, images, picture, this device. We have it here. No. So I'm going to have to type in red. Like, look at that. That's all I had to type in was red. Because it knows it's looking for a picture, so it eliminated all the PowerPoint, eliminated all the Excel, eliminated all the Word. The only thing that was left alone was the picture files. So P02A and insert. It always, unless something freaky goes on, always inserts it right in the center of your slide. Okay, looking beautiful, not. So when you insert an image from the ribbon instead of from the button, the PowerPoint inserts the image in the center of the slide. Didn't I just say that? It's almost like I've done this before, guys. There's hope for me yet. So my picture looks like this, and your picture is going to look like this too. Now for the size of picture. So this one might take a little bit of discussion here. So it's going to be, if necessary, select the picture. On the picture format tab, size group. So the height is going to be 3.5. And that's it. Then, do you remember when we were looking at the dimensions, when we were looking at the aspect ratio? You're going to see an example of aspect ratio in effect here. Okay, so let's go click on it. Then I'm going to select the picture format. Actually, it's already selected. There's only one tab. And on the right hand side, I've got the height. And this is why on Monday, we went in and we changed our measurements from centimeters to inches in anticipation of this amazing moment. So I'm just gonna type it in 3.5. I'm not gonna bother with those little arrows, or I will be here altogether forever. I'm gonna press the tab key. Yep. And so as I said, the aspect ratio, so it's a different ratio of the height to the width. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to touch it. And notice the picture is resized proportionally. That's the magical word I was looking for. And in the width box, it says 5.26. Yes. Yeah, with the picture is resized in the manner the width adjusts in proportion to the height. We can switch that off, and we will, just not this very second. Right now, we're happy with the dimensions or the width and the height as it is. Okay. And you notice it kind of bumps over a little bit to the right. So now, oh dear God. Actually, I don't mind the smart guides. They're not terrible. But we're going to add our smart guides and our ruler. And again, that's why Monday we changed our measurements from centimeter to inches. So let's go do that, shall we? Let's go to View tab, Show Group, verify the ruler is checked. And what about them smart guides you're speaking about? Let's go and do that first. So let's do the ruler. Okay. View tab, ruler, and down here, when we eventually get to it, there's two different guides that we have. There's these guides which I don't like. And then there's these red smart guides you'll see appear on your slide as you move things around. As the object gets moved around the slide, sometimes you'll see those guides appear, depending on if it's adjacent to something or in a corner. So you will see it appear, and I'll try and point it out to you when it does appear, what it's doing in effect. So you got a ruler horizontal and a ruler vertical, and they're all in inches. So we're going to point to the right edge of the picture. we're going to hold, oh no, this is going to be entertaining. I'm not good at this part. So I'm going to point to the right edge of the picture. I'm going to call this the grabby pointer. And I'm going to hold the shift key and slowly drag it to the right. And notice that the dashed smart guides periodically display along the edge of the picture. It does it at random times. And when the dash red smart guide displays at the right edge of the picture, which is going to be approximately 6 inches to the right of the 0, compare my picture to it. So same thing here. So smart guides, yeah, I like the smart guides, I just don't like the other guides. Okay, so click, shift, drag. I don't know about you, but I'm not seeing much in the way of a difference. What am I supposed to be? Oh, there we go. You see that? There's a smart guide there. Also, you might be seeing a line over here. Okay, and what that probably relates to, you're going to have to look on your own screen, but there's a line here that is part of the background. So shift, drag. There's a smart guide. I'm going to drag all the way. Oh, shoot. Okay. And what you see over the left, you see in the center. Drag, drag. Again, you're going to see it all over the place. These guys are going to show up. And it's kind of hard to see, but yeah. Here's a little trick I do. I press the shift key down and I use the right arrow key, and it takes me, whoops, not that way. And arrow, 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 arrow. Shift. Oh, I'm terrible at this. I am so bad. Oh, it's really hard to see, but there's a very fine red line says that it's the center, or there's a line going through there's a red line going through that. Oh, that's embarrassing, guys. But I did the best I could. And it makes sure I do it in a straight line, so I'm not sure I did it correctly. So 1, 2. Oh, well, let's go forward once, and again. I'm going to try, and somebody somewhere is getting mightily miffed in our neighborhood. Close enough. I have no idea. Sometimes I get really frustrated with these books. So I've got that done. It drags it. And I'm going to drag it up into the top right-hand corner. Okay. Shift. Up. With the shift, you can either go up and down or side to side, but you can't do both. And I'm going to go, okay. Shift. Drag, 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 drag. I think that's close enough. I'm always going to come back and fix it anyways. Looks kind of sort of like that. And that line is at 6 points. There you go. There's my 6-inch mark. Line on the right, line on the left. That's pretty gosh darn painful. Okay. Yeah, apparently for you Mac users, it doesn't help that much. So, what we're gonna do, oh, here we go. Remember I told you I use the arrow keys? You can use them to move around in directions up, down, left, right. And I like it because it allows you, as the book says, in small, precise increments where I'm not focusing on my mouse. So I absolutely love that method. Okay. Activity 2.09, cropping a picture. This is an important subject because next week, we're going to be learning a lot of different concepts that different ways of doing things other than in the book. And so we focus a lot on working with the pictures, and quite often we have to crop or cut them or size them or take parts out. So quite often we have to, and I use air quotes, crop. So when you crop a picture, you remove unwanted or unnecessary areas of the picture. And I'm going to add the caveat mostly. Mostly. Okay. And I will come back and talk to you about why I said mostly. So I'm going to go to slide 6. I'm going to go to the picture format, size group, crop handles. What are we going to do with this? I'm going to crop it. Ah, that's right. Okay. Crop the upper portion to display the crop handles and compare my screen. Yes, let's go do that. Scroll down to number 6. Select the picture. Actually, when we've done this part, it actually looks very cool. I completely forgot about this guy. So select picture format and crop. And when you crop, you've got these handles there. Okay. And you size them to remove unwanted parts of your picture. So you're going to point to the left crop to display the crop pointer. And when we're going to hold the left mouse button and drag it to the right to approximately 1 inch right of 0. Okay, you better believe I am taking advantage of this picture here, guys. Okay, so this is how much I want to kind of crop it from the outside in. There's going to be that gray zone, and to approximately the 1 inch mark. I'm also going to take advantage of this little picture here where the tree is. Oopsie. And no, don't open up Excel. So click. I'm going to use the flat end. I'm going to drag it to the right, about there-ish. Yeah, close enough. Okay, so now I've made it a little smaller. The gray area will actually kind of be hidden, not cut, but hidden. So yeah, oopsie. And on the picture format in the size group, crop to apply it. So I've done it. I said that's what I want to do. When I click on the crop button, this space is going to disappear. So that's a little bit more balanced, isn't it? So the area on the left was a little off kilter for us. And so we're going to go to save. Okay. I click out. Yeah, they say the other way is click outside the picture. That's the method I use. So activity 2.10. We're going to use the crop to shape command to change the shape of a picture. Check this out, guys. Okay, so we're going to go to slide 1. I'm going to select the picture. I'm going to go to size group, crop arrow, and we're going to look for what? Crop to shape and oval. Okay, crop to shape and oval. Let's see if it does what we want to. Click to the first slide. Click on your picture format, size, crop to shape, and oval. Okay, oval. That looks oval to me. Yep, and mine looks like the picture. So I'm going to save it. And we're going to go on to the next page, to 182. Actually, we're going to stop here.